Have you ever said yes to something you really didn't want to do? Well, the other day, I had a long, exhausting day. All I wanted was to curl up on the couch and finally relax. Then, a friend texted, "Hey, can you help me with something real quick?" My to-do list was already a mess, but without even thinking, I replied, "Sure, no problem." And just like that, my own plans? Gone. If this sounds like you might be a people pleaser without even realizing it. Now, what is people pleasing? Well, it's basically the art of saying, "Sure, no problem," while secretly screaming inside. It's agreeing to things you don't want to do just to avoid awkwardness, guilt, or the fear that someone might be slightly annoyed with you. See, being kind is about caring for others. But people pleasing? That's like signing up for a full-time, unpaid job where your main task is keeping everyone happy except yourself. And trust me, that job comes with zero benefits. When you constantly put others first, you risk exhaustion, resentment, and losing sight of your own needs. You start wondering why your plans always take a back seat. And let's be real, no one's handing out awards for most overworked, underappreciated human. But guess what? You don't have to live like this. You deserve to take care of yourself too. Recognizing people-pleasing helps you set boundaries and feel more in control. Setting boundaries doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a sane one. So are you just kind, or have you accidentally become a professional people-pleaser? Let's find out in this quiz. It's super simple. Just count how many times you say yes. No overthinking, no excuses. Just go with your gut. I'll read 10 questions, and you've got 5 seconds to answer each one. Ready? Let's go. Question 1. Do you ever feel responsible for other people's emotions, like it's your job to make sure everyone is happy? Question 2. Have you ever done someone a favor and then felt low-key annoyed because they didn't appreciate it enough? Question 3. Do you ever agree to plans you dread just because saying no feels awkward? Question 4. Do you ever mentally rehearse how to say no, but then end up saying yes anyway? Question 5. Have you ever ignored your own needs just to avoid the possibility of disappointing someone? Question 6. Does the thought of someone being upset with you make you physically uncomfortable? Like heart racing, overthinking for hours, level uncomfortable? Question 7. Do you find yourself over-explaining when you set a boundary, like you need a really good excuse to justify saying no? Question 8. Do you avoid sharing your real opinions to keep the peace, even if it means nodding along to terrible takes? Question 9. If someone does something that upsets you, do you stay silent and convince yourself it wasn't that big of a deal? Question 10. If someone asks for a favor and you're exhausted, do you still say yes, even when you really don't want to? All right, time to see where you land. Count up your yes answers, and let's break it down. If you have 0 to 3 yes, you're pretty independent. You know how to say no when needed. But are you too independent? Sometimes people pleasers and people avoiders look similar. Just make sure you're not shutting people out completely. Ask yourself, do I let people support me, or do I push them away to avoid feeling like a burden? If you have 4 to 7 yes, you're walking the fine line between helpful and overstretched. You like keeping people happy, but you're also aware of your limits. The question is, are you actually balancing or just managing burnout? Try this. The next time you feel hesitant about saying no, pause and ask yourself, if I say yes, what am I sacrificing? If you have 8 to 10 yes, you, my friend, are in deep people-pleaser territory. No matter your results, just recognizing it is a huge first step. In the next video, we'll dive into why you became a people pleaser in the first place, what's fueling it, and most importantly, how to break free. Let me know your score in the comments, okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.